What's up, YouTube? This your boy Anthony coming to you with with my second Ask Anthony. Once again, before I begin and I go into the question, I just want to let you guys know, thank you for submitting your questions. You can continue to submit your questions via Twitter, via YouTube, a personal message, a direct message. You can send them to me on my Gmail, daboisnick@gmail.com. I post my Twitter link. I post all that stuff that I said down here. And I think the sidebar will be here. So, the question states, I haven't spoken to my mom in years. She has recently been trying to contact me, but I still have so much resentment and anger in me towards her that I don't know what to say. I want to move forward, but every time we've spoken in the past, it gets heated and she ends up saying something really hurtful, and I cut her off again. I guess my question is, how do I open up the lines of communication with her or anyone after all that's taken place? That's a kind of a tough question, but yet it hits close to home because I was in a similar situation with not my mom, but my dad. Now, my mom and I, we get into it, but it's to a point where I've been able to, to talk to her and tell her, one thing you have to realize with your mom, you have to tell her, yeah, you are her child, but I'm going to hope that you're over the age of 18, and I'm going to say, you have to let her know that you are an adult. So even though conversations may get heated, there's nothing wrong with, for lack of better words, talking back to your mom. Not necessarily being smart with her, not going off on her, not cursing her out, but there's nothing wrong with you telling your mom, I'm an adult, so I would like it if you treat me as such, because your mom wouldn't like it if you just start cussing her out or going off on her and, flipping the script on her, so she by all rights shouldn't be able to do that to you. Yes, she is your mother, and they like to use that, I brought you in this world. If she's like, my mom, I brought you in this world, I'll take you out. But one thing you have to realize is, sweetheart, I'm no longer 13, 14 living under your roof. I'm living under my roof. I'm over the age of 18, so therefore you can talk to me like an adult, or we can not talk at all. I mean, I love my parents with all my heart, but I have no problem with not talking to them if they don't know how to treat me as an adult. My dad just recently found out that I was gay. Well, not just recently, I want to say probably a few months ago, like the latter part of last year, found that I was gay. And when we talked through the phone, it wasn't the best of conversations. He wouldn't necessarily say anything that was hurtful, but I just had to give it to the fact where, Dad, it's about me, so you need to get over it, for lack of better words. As far as your mom saying hateful things, you guys haven't spoken in years, so my whole thing sorry, so I'm not rambling. My whole thing would be to come to an understanding. Understand what you guys are angry about. Why is she angry at you? Why are you angry at her? First of all, you guys both need to talk about that. Maybe it'll have to be done in 2 conversations where she'll be able to get out everything she needs to say and you'll be able to get out everything you need to say. Don't try to be catty towards each other. Don't try to belittle one another. Don't try to, just because she said something mean and hateful to you, that you decide, okay, well, I'm going to say something mean and hateful back to her. No, you guys need to realize, why are you two mad at each other? Then after you guys realize why you guys are too mad at each other, if it's something that you did, even if you don't feel that you did anything wrong, try to apologize for it. She may not apologize for it, but you go ahead and apologize for it. I'm not going to say, if it's your sexuality, if she has a problem with it, I'm not going to say apologize for that. But if it's something, maybe you did something wrong, or whatever, just try to come to a common ground. Try to come to a common ground to see why it is that you guys butt heads. Me and my mom butt heads because we're just alike. She says whatever's on her mind, I say whatever's on my mind. So we've come to the realization that, okay, when it comes to each other, we need to just not do that, for lack of better words. And you say you cut her off. I mean, as far as cutting your mom off, I don't know what to say about that. I mean, I know we have to do what we have to do to keep the sanity in our lives, but sometimes we need our parents there. If she fails to come around and she feels that she doesn't want to come around, then okay, you have to go on about your life. Don't, let it hinder you or whatnot, whatever. But it's just, how do you open up the lines of communication? So like I say, try to see, if you can't talk to her about it, try to figure it out yourself, or try to talk to your dad and understand what it is that you guys are bumping heads about. I mean, once you guys talk on the phone, once you guys realize what the situation is and what the problem is, then I think that it'll be a lot easier for you guys to actually talk about anything, because to me it just sounds like there's something going unsaid that both you guys have a problem with, or if you don't have a problem with, then she has a problem with. It's something that's really like going unsaid, because that's the only reason to me that I see that people can get into it so many times over nothing, for lack of better words. So I hope I helped you. I hope I just wasn't rambling. So like I said, that's what happened with me and my mom. That's the only reason I can go by the situation that I had. We just had to realize what was wrong, what was going on, why were we getting into it. And once you realize why you guys are bumping heads and why you guys are arguing back and forth, then you'll be able to get over that situation, which will in turn be able to open up the lines of communication so you guys will be able to talk about anything. So yeah, that's pretty much about it for that situation. So as for now, if you have any other questions, just like I said, you can submit them to me via twitter.com, www.twitter.com/Daboisnick. You can email them to me at daboisnick@gmail.com. Send me a personal message on here. And that's pretty much about it. And as for now, this is your boy Anthony, and I'm out.